Yeah, we're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, a fine season opener for a double classic winner at Jamaica's Caymanas Park. Veteran rider Rickey Walcott aces both feature events at the Garrison Savannah in Barbados. Plus a flashback to another John O'Brien show at the Easter weekend action at TNT Santa Rosa Park. Our opening story from the Garrison Savannah, where it was a day to honour former Barbados Turf Club employees.
The Gordon Lewis Memorial, the richest event on Saturday's 7-race card, a small field of 5 with trainer Jean-Marc Cozier holding a strong hand with 3 entries. Among them, the favourite here, So Suave, with Raheem Thorpe up here in the saddle in owner Nalicia Cozier's colours, turquoise and shocking pink diamonds. There's a field. Number 2, Sir Jimmy Scratched, the 1 horse. Zaid, a winner of 2 of his last 3 starts, the 8-5 second favourite. 3, Bodie Tap, the 2020 Sandalane Barbados Gold Cup runner-up at 3-1. 4, Zico, winner last time out at 4-1. 6-5 for the favourite in the 5 box. So Suave, the Coolmore winner in late January. And 7-1 for the outsider in the field, Bajan Azteca. Neil Gill in the come box picks them up mid-race.
As they begin the journey up the hill, and Bajan Azteca is holding no prisoners this afternoon. She's gone on again. She's kicked in. That Zico is now set in hot pursuit. On the outside, here comes Zaid and Zico, and Bodie Tap is now also being asked for more run. That's the way they race, as they race towards the quarter pole. And Bajan Aztec is still in front. Zico now comes to answer question on the outside. Also being asked for a run is Zaid as they come to the top of the lane. And it is Zico in front. On the outside is Zaid. Inside the final furlong. And it is Zico. Zaid is outside on the outside. Turn down the challenge. But Zico will demolish this field. Zico wins it now.
Skillfully handled by veteran rider Rickey Walcott, the 3-year-old colt Zico, after stalking in second for most of the trip, pulling clear here of his stablemates for the win in the Gordon Lewis Memorial. A 1-2-3 sweep for trainer Jean-Marc Cozier. Walcott, with more than 1,100 wins in Canada, multiple champion jockey in Alberta in his younger riding days, gets the fine win here aboard Zico in a mild upset at 4-1. His more fancied stablemate Zaid and So Suave, the 8-5 favourite, chasing in second and third. 1 minute 35.20 seconds, the winning time for 7.8 furlongs. Using a different riding style, Walcott would also top his rivals in the Christopher J. Armond Memorial Handicap. He was last most of the trip aboard West Indies Test Cricket captain Craig Brathwaite's War Eagle, the 2020 Derby winner, second from last year, but close enough because he's good enough.
They've got 3 furlongs to go, and it's tough frags on the inside. On the outside, People's Champ hard ridden. On the inside, To the Rosa's neck, Solar Kitten. War Eagle has begun his run from the back of the field. Inside the quarter pole they come. And on the outside, People's Champ comes to ask a question of tough frags. Here comes War Eagle with a grand run on the outside. And there are no more turns. And tough frags on the inside is hanging tough. But on the outside, War Eagle picks him up, puts him down, and puts him away. War Eagle opening up by 2, by 3. What a performance. Wins it now, hands down.
Dean Springer on commentary. Rickey Walcott steers the fine-looking 6-year-old chestnut gelding War Eagle to his first win in 4 starts this year. Craig Brathwaite not had time to think about his recent Test Series loss in South Africa. All smiles here as a winner of this 9-furlong event in honour of Chris Armond, former Barbados Turf Club CEO, a big cricket lover himself before he passed away in May of last year. War Eagle by a length and 3/4 at 5-1 odds. Rickey Walcott riding the feature race double, defeating more fancied rivals Tough Rags at 2-1 and the 7-5 favourite last month's Tanglewood Stakes winner People's Champ. 1:53 the winning time for 9 furlongs in the Christopher J. Armond Memorial Handicap.
Let's head over now to Jamaica, where Chris Armond's name is even more legendary as a racing administrator and commentator. Saturday's main event at Caymanas Park for the Temperance Oaks Trophy.
9 runners face the starter. Number 3, Brinks, last year's Derby runner-up, the big 2-5 favourite. Number 7, last year's double classic winner, Blue Vinyl, the 2,000 Guineas, and St. Leisure champion, the second favourite at 9-5. The betting heavily suggesting this was where the race was. Blue Vinyl against Brinks. Were they right? Let's find out from ace commentator Bran Rickman.
Brinks battling Blue Vinyl. It's a match race between these two in the early exchanges. Big Daddy on the rail. There goes Outbidder rushing down on the outside. The head cornerstone finding room in between horses. So Run With Me is 6 lengths off the lead in behind them. A gap of some 2 to Ring Charmer. Helicopter now asked to fly as they go flashing past the 3, and Gambler at the back. 5/16ths of a mile to run in the Temperance Oaks Trophy. The leaders now will come into the lane, and Blue Vinyl has attacked and taken over. Blue Vinyl, the leader. Brinks, does he have anything else to offer down against the rail? Big Daddy trying to close up. The head cornerstone in the white just in behind them, but it is Blue Vinyl continuing to chart the course inside the last furlong, drifting just off a true line, but Blue Vinyl has a handy advantage. Brinks is left back over against the rail. Big Daddy in between runners, but it is Blue Vinyl, although drifting, holding that lead on to Javanil Patterson. They win the Temperance Oaks.
Blue Vinyl drifting to the stands, but looking solid here as he snaps a 6-race winless streak. Jockey Javanil Patterson aboard him for the first time in a race. Said post-race he was not bothered and pretty much allowed the 4-year-old to drift down the home stretch because he didn't want to disrupt the speed momentum of the colt. Blue Vinyl scores his first win since landing the St. Leger last year July. For owners M&M Racing Stables and trainer Patrick Lynch, this victory margin as a 9-5 second favourite, a commanding 4 1/4 lengths over the favourite Brinks. Blue Vinyl clocks 1/20 1/5 of a second for the 6.5 furlong Temperance Oaks feature.
Now to Trinidad and Tobago, where the start of the Triple Crown Series is just under 6 weeks away, and most racing fans aren't looking beyond John O'Brien's filly in the headlines for the winner.
That view accentuated by her Chief Commander Classic win on Easter Monday, when she advertised once again that she is the best 3-year-old currently active in TNT. Apprentice rider Tristan Phillips, Red Silks and Blue Cap aboard in the headlines here, 3 wide, as the champion trainer John O'Brien's filly prepares to take control.
They come out from the far turn, and in the headlines now has snuck her nose in front. Princess Royal is battling away. Miss Sunak is running a giant race on the inside. Then comes Blinding Lights, and beep into the home stretch they come. And it's in the headlines who has taken the lead. Miss Sunak continues to fight on. Blinding Lights has ducked towards the rail for her run. Then comes Princess Royal. Down the stretch they come, and in the headlines has drawn clear. In the headlines, and Tristan Phillips is going to get his first graded stakes win here at Santa Rosa. In the headlines, wins the Chief Commander by 3.
John Rupert on commentary on being in the headlines, given an easy ride by Tristan Phillips. Her dad won this race 10 years ago. In the headlines, could have won by a bigger margin if pushed in this tune-up for the Guineas at the end of May. No trainer has more wins in the Chief Commander Classic than John O'Brien. In the headlines, his latest, a chestnut filly by 2013 Chief Commander Classic winner. Headline news out of the Precise Sweep mare Bee's Passion. 3 lengths the victory margin for In the Headlines, the 4-5 favourite, chased in vain by 30-1 outsider Miss Sunak, with Princess Royal third in a 1-3 finish for trainer O'Brien, who had also won the afternoon's main event, the Champagne Stakes, with Super Bird, owned by the latest stables. In the Headlines clocked 1:40.59 for the 1 mile trip on turf, and is now 2-0 as she targets the Guineas on the 30th of May.
We've been at the track, covering top stories and exciting races in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.